I must be that guru right here. I'm going to broadcast that because that guru's looking for the other gurus who are coming together to change the future of this species and this planet. You know what I'm talking about. For years now, I've been learning to reframe self-talk. Many of you are very familiar with what I'm talking about. We go through these processes where we choose to express an inward change that we want to see in the language that we use. Let me re-say that. There's this process by which we choose to bring change into our lives as we change our language. Or maybe the choice to choose our language differently. Let's see, no. We choose our language as an expression of some transformation, some inner experience that we've had. We've had a revelation, we've seen the light. And so we realize that a change must come. Or maybe we saw the light because of a change. It's hard to make that separation sometimes. The point is, you know what I'm talking about. And that really is the point. You know what I'm talking about, right? We're here together for a reason. This voice is resounding with you because you're seeing here what you know to be true in yourself, right? Yeah. So that way, I get to do what I'm doing right now, knowing that I'm not the guru for you, Rue, but I must be that guru right here. And I'm going to broadcast that because that guru's looking for the other gurus who are coming together to change the future of this species and this planet. You know what I'm talking about. Along these lines, as our brother Michael O. so clearly stated, we are going out on the land and we are developing a language, a lay of the land, a gauge of the land. We are doing surveys. There is a search. It is an inward search as we go outward, right? In the lineage or in the tradition of those stories of the indigenous that we have heard, where there were rites of passages that we had to go through, right? We weren't given those. From a familial standpoint, many of us, one moment. Many of us who have called ourselves Christians are coming into a deeper understanding, and we have been for many years. All of us are coming into a deeper understanding. Of course, that is the will of God. What many of us are coming to understand is that spirit that the indigenous ones called the Wetiko spirit all those years ago, that spirit that they saw in the European, in the colonizer, that devouring spirit, that one who would not stop consuming, our choice to move forward with the extinction, with the genocide, our choice to move forward with the genocide of a people for our own purposes has been the source, obviously, of a deep, deep sickness that has fallen upon our people. Immediately, as I say our people, I must be referring to a very, very recent branch of what we call Homo sapien, right? Not even a branch, not even a special branch, right? I'm talking a skin color variation, facial structure variations of a species, right? I hope you see where I'm going, is that we all came out of Africa, as far as I understand. And even deeper than that, there were hominins and hominids, many species of upright, evolving beings. And Homo sapiens, well, we are the ones who are left. And there are many stories to be told around that, none of which can be absolutely confirmed in any way, but they are a part of our story now, because we're telling those stories to try to understand who we are, and rightly so, because this is what we have to look at in the records of deep time. Now, along the lines of deep time, we must understand that we have only been telling stories, much less writing stories down, for a very, very brief instant in this deep time evolution of human consciousness. The victor, as they say, writes history, and we seem to be the only ones writing books on this planet. And the smile that you see on this face, in the face of that great tragedy, is a choice, yes? Because I must understand myself as the one who has risen victorious out of all of the trauma, out of all of the pain, of all of the hurting, all of the selfishness. I cannot handle, I can't hold white guilt. I can't hold humanity's guilt. I cannot carry that. It is too heavy for this being who is just now waking up to the state, really, of his own situation and that of the species. How, you may ask, do you know you can't carry white guilt or the guilt of the species? Because, my friend, I have tried. My first therapist said to me, Travis, you're one of the top 5 self-bludgeoners I've ever met. That got my attention. That really got my attention. And yes, I am framing myself like this intentionally. That's quite a statement, isn't it? We are all like this now. The inward turn has begun. It ends in death. And then resurrection.